What's up, guys? Knight here. This video is for Dongus the Hedgehog and anybody else that wants to hear about religion, basically, and my beliefs of religion. Okay. I was gonna just post a comment right to this. I was just gonna respond to it, but I decided to post a video about it because I want more than him to hear this, basically. So now, instead of just responding to this one guy, now everyone that might be interested can know now, basically. Okay. So watch this. There's the link and there's the name, and just find it. It's not hard. You have everything what you need to find it. Kinda. Um, Now, the reason why I say kinda is because people who are truly religious are moral, basically. Now, before you say anything, hear me out. Those people might still do it, but after a while, those people will disappear, and suddenly everyone will be moral. And that's the power of religion, basically. Now, there's one problem, and it's we can't prove God, and we can't disprove God. And unfortunately, because of shitheads like Penn walking around and leading the world, being the leader that he is, even if it's through, whatever the hell he's doing, the world thinks the way he does. And he's wrong to think the way he does, because not everyone thinks like he does. And basically, he grew up in a home where he can do what he wanted to do and what he did in his life, and he grew up with a nice understanding of morality, basically. Not everyone understands that. Not everyone's going to learn that, and people will learn the wrong way to do shit all the time, especially right now, because most people that actually have kids without a father, or they have kids without marriage. They get married simply because they have a kid. It isn't love, it's just they have a kid, so they have to raise this kid and they take responsibility for raising this kid. And that's not exactly the best way to live your life. You know what I mean? These people aren't going to get along, your parents, and you're going to have to grow up with that shit. You know what I mean? That's not very good. And then growing up with a mother alone or a father alone is also bad. You know what I mean? You don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? You're going to have a terrible home. And that's what the world consists of right now. And it's because of people doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, leading people into relationships or thinking that relationships and love is what you want to pursue despite the fact that you're not ready for it. Oh, it's appreciated, it's respected, so I want love and I want to be sexy. And they think that being sexy is being loved, and it's not. Like, you provoke a certain instinct in somebody, and that's all you get from that somebody. You know what I mean? That's not love. Lust is not love. You know what I mean? And the point from that is people are picking that up from people in media, and their leaders now, even if they don't want to be, they are. You know what I mean? And this is what pisses me off about the Late Show with Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. Perfect, right there. Or Colbert, whatever you want to call him. Basically, the reason why I have issues with them is because they are leaders, but they refuse to take a lead and claim it's a character. But whether it's a character or not, they're leading the way. You know what I mean? Period. No matter what, no matter how you try to play it off, it is what it is, and that's basically what it's going to be. So you have to get over it, and you have to deal with that. Period. You know what I mean? And that's why I said what I said, and that's why I say what I say. And it's the same thing with Penn. As the point is, even if he doesn't want to be, he is now. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. That's what I'm trying to get to. Morality is very hard when you don't live in the perfect world, basically. But if you did, morality would then it's fine. But at that point, you'd have to question yourself, how did we get here? More than likely, it was through the power of God. So, yeah, because people are fucked up, dude. People are corrupted. People are fucked up. And, like, I'll tell you right now, I am not greedy. I am not corruptible. I'm very honest. I'm very selfless. And this is a rare quality in human beings. You know what I mean? I'm being legit here. I literally am what I say I am. And I know people and they fucking suck. Period. You know what I mean? Do I think this would change if God was around? Probably a little bit. Like people would be a lot more honest, but they'd still be little douchebags. You know what I mean? They'd still think stupid and be selfish and whatever. You know what I mean? They'd still have their opinions. Like the whole controversies of Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter and Cop Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, whatever. All this shit, and then like the political situations. You know, there's still power. There's still greed through power and corruption through power. But the point is, the main focus is that if I had to choose between being religious or being atheist, the obvious choice is religious, and atheist is like the worst thing you can ever fucking wish upon humanity. And with that said, I actually have a saying that basically, let's just say, if God is real or God isn't real, my saying still applies. Hell is a world without God, basically. I thought I heard it somewhere. It turns out, I guess I told myself it, and I thought I heard it, but I actually invented that, basically. Hell is a world without God. Heaven, I don't know. You know, what I mean, there's hopes and there's dreams and there's wishes for a heaven, but and there might be one, and they people hope that it is what they think it is or beyond. I don't know. But one thing that I do know is that Earth without God will be hell. Okay, there's places on Earth that suck, and people hate living there. And if they could, they would get away. Period. And it's because they live in hell, basically. You know what I mean? And there's probably worse hells, which is what keeps you thankful, basically. You know what I mean? Even though I don't have any feet, I have my arms. You know what I mean? There's ways to be thankful, right, and be humble, but there's people that are far from that. You know what I mean? Oh, this sucks. I don't have the best shoes in the world and the best hat in the world. So fuck everybody in the world. I'm gonna go and spend all your money so I can buy the best shoes, even though I have 8 pairs. You know what I mean? People are gonna be like that, whether there's a God or not. You know what I mean? Well, depends on how you, I guess God goes about that. And the seven deadly sins, greed is one of them. So maybe not. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm just talking out of the top of my head, and I'm gonna disagree with myself all day and find problems in what I'm saying all day. So I'm trying to stick to the point that I know is true. But I had to say that right there and add that in because I have the mind of a scientist, and I'm still saying that religion is the way to go. Okay, I have a scientist's mind, basically. Dawkins, all those fools, Penn, all these fools, anyone that's thinking, basically, anyone that thinks and is intelligent, I can talk to these people, you know what I mean? And I could get along with these people. Yet, when it comes to being atheist or religious, I see religion. And it's because I understand more than both sides do, basically. You know what I mean? And religious people actually might see what I do. Like the Pope, for example, he might understand. You know what? Maybe there isn't a God. Okay, let's just say that there isn't a God. Would you want to live in hell? You know what I mean? Because hell still you can still relate hell to the world. Like there's times when you can relate heaven to the world, but more often than not, people relate hell to the world. You know what I mean? Do you want this? Do you want people to be untrusting? Do you want people to not give a fuck? Right? No, you don't. So be religious. Be with God. Doesn't matter if it's real or not, or he's real or not, or it's real or not, whatever. It doesn't matter. Be religious. That's just the way to go. And if you're atheist, you're a dick. Peace.